How's everyone doing? I'm a little low this morning, just a little low. Do you guys ever wake up sometimes and just feel like, oh, I don't feel like doing anything today? Do you guys ever feel like that? Like you just wake up and be like, oh, I just want to go back to bed. I want to go back to bed. That's how I feel today. Like I woke up early this morning and then I decided I'm going to go back. I'm just going to sleep back. Went back to sleep. Woke up not too long ago. I'm like, let me talk about what's going on today. Get things that I need to get done before I go to the gym. I also have to go and practice basketball with my daughters today. Workout, practice basketball, cook, and everything else. So I'm like, no matter what, you have to get up, right? And words of encouragement, sometimes I don't feel like getting up. Maybe because I'm a little depressed sometimes. Not serious depression, but I think every now and then most of us get depressed for something here or there or whatever. But my depression every once in a while is not something that I can't deal with. Sometimes, most of my depression, the little one, is mostly since my daughter's father passed like 6 years ago. That was when my little depression here and there started. So when I feel that way, I just want to lay all day in the bed and not do nothing and just think. But God always get me through it. And I hope if you guys are anybody watching this video and you're going through anything, if you believe in God, just lean on Him. It will always get you through whatever you're going through. I'm a firm believer of it, and I'm a living testimony of it. So maybe by God's grace, one day I can get to talk about my testimony and tell you guys, I'm not sweaty, but I feel like I'm sweaty. And tell you guys about my life and the testimony. Like I always tell people, you want to know if God really exists, you're looking at it. I'm a living, working testimony of God's existence, of believing in God. But anyway, so hope everybody's doing good. If you're watching this video, if you're not, I hope your day gets better. And I'm giving you a smile. I always give everybody a smile and say, how are you doing on the street? So it says, Kevin McCall says that Chris Brown owes him $25,000. Kevin McCall. If you know, I know some people are going to be like, who is Kevin McCall? Kevin McCall is a guy who is a really good producer, great writer, and a good singer. And he wrote some of Chris Brown's biggest hits, like Deuces. I love Deuces. Still listen to it. Deuces was maybe like more than 15, 16 years ago or a little bit less. I can't remember if it came before I had my angel, my daughter, or right after. But I know it's more than 10 or 12, 13 years ago if I Google it. Huge hit. And every time you hear that song up till today, you still go like, woo! You know what I'm saying? I love the song. And then he did he wrote a few, he wrote part of Deuces, I think, and he featured in it. It was Deuces, it was him, Kevin McCall, Chris Brown, and Tiger. That was on that song. Great song. And then he went ahead to write a few more songs for Chris Brown, and then they had a falling out. He came out and called out Chris Brown and was trying to go in on Chris Brown. If you love Chris Brown like I do, he can never do no wrong. I'm sorry to say. Chris Breezy can never do no wrong in my eyes. You know, so is a lot of other people when you go on social media. People love him. He's a talented, you know when they said, every now and then, God creates some gifted human beings, right? That they say, oh, that person is 1 in a million. I think Chris Brown is 1 in a million. God took his time to create every one of us. But every once in a while, he adds some extra sprinkles on some human beings before he brings them to this earth. And I think Chris Brown was one of those people that God added extra sprinkles, like here. You get this talent, you get this talent, you get this talent, you get this talent, you get this talent. I think that was what God did with Chris Brown because he can sing, he writes, he's an artist. Like, have you guys seen his painting? Have you guys seen his painting? I've been wanting to see if I can get one. I know they're very expensive. I know they said they sells them like 7, 10, 15, 20,000. I don't mind. Maybe I can buy the one that is like, I'm not buying any painting more than $10,000 though. I don't mind buying up to $10,000 because in the future, that's going to be a huge, it's going to get sold. It's kind of like an investment. I think buying a Chris Brown's painting is an investment. It's like a Birkin bag. If you buy a Birkin bag and Hermes, Birkin or Kelly, straight from the store, not from a third party. If you buy from a third party, you're not going to make no profit from it. I did it, and I regret doing that till this day. Buying a Birkin bag from a third party. Because if you get it straight from the store, it's less than 15,000 or... Why do I keep feeling like this? If you get it straight from the bag, from the store, is less than $14,000 or $15,000. Back then, it was... Not back then, maybe like 2, 3, 4 years ago, when Birkin bag straight from the store, I was lucky to get one. Plus tax, it was about 11,000 something. Then it was about $9,000, $10,000. Then plus tax, it was about almost 12,000, 11,000 something. So if you get it straight from the store, it's a huge investment, and I still got it up to today. Now, Birkin bags are going for like, depends on how much you've used the bag, condition, depends on the condition of the bag, and depends on the year, the date stamp, because Hermes bag have stamps on them. It tells you what year. The letters, the first letters tells you what year the bag was made. All Hermes bag do that. The first letter, if you Google it, you will know what year, if it's 2012, 2000, or 2025, 20. So it depends on what year they were made too. Now, if I was to sell my Birkin bag that I got straight from this, I'll probably get like 20, 30,000 for it because I barely carry it. I just got it as an investment. And then I went to a third party and I got a Birkin bag for like 20-something thousand. When I was ready to sell it back to the same third party I bought it from, and I barely used it, it still looked brand new. And guess what? They bought it less than I bought it from them. So that's why when people are saying Hermes bag is an investment, not all Hermes bag though. Kelly Mini, Kelly 25, Kelly 28, Kelly 32, any Kelly is an investment if you get it straight from an Hermes store. Any Birkin, any size of Birkin, if you get it straight from an Hermes store, is an investment, great investment. But if you get it from a third party, no, it's not. Just so you know. If anybody's watching and likes Hermes bags or Hermes anything, just so you know. Just a quick. But I'm using that as a Chris Brown example, right? Chris Brown is a very talented man. He's an artist. His painting are amazing. I would like one if I ever get my hands on one. As long as it's less than $10,000, I will get one because I like to put, there's some investment that I like. Not just going to the bank or going to an investor and investing. There are other stuff. If you come to my home that you see, like, you know, okay, this is going to be a great investment for the future. But Chris Brown is an artist, can paint. Is an artist all around. Singing, dancing, painting, basketball player, you know. It's so many stuff that he can do. Like, how can you not love somebody like that? And then Kevin McCall came and called him out. Oh, he owes me $25,000. $25,000 for like how many years ago? And then now he's saying that. I'm like, I'm confused, trying to blame him for being on EBT. Where's my phone? Where's my other phone? For being, it goes, I'm going to play this for you guys. That now he's on EBT, like looking for a handout. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a grown man with kids. And this Kevin McCall is also Eva Marcel. You guys remember Eva Marcel, the lady that was on American Next Top Model? I don't think she won it. But she's not that old. I would not say she was a supermodel. I would say she was a model. Beautiful lady. That is his baby mama. That's the mother of of one of his daughter, or one of his kids. Now, Eva Marcel is married. I think she was divorced and went back again to her husband after they got divorced. That was another story for another day, how she ended up, her husband ended up adopting her daughter from Kevin McCall. And there've been a few reports from, is it another woman, like another of his mother of his child, of abuse and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So this guy has been kind of like nothing but trouble. I don't want to downplay, because we don't know what's going on I always say when people come out on social media, whether it's real or fake, but some of them sometimes you can tell. I think his was real. You can tell, like some people are dealing with mental illness or some mental situations, or something is not right. So I try not to laugh at people when they come on social media to cry out. I always look at it like this is a cry for help. Kevin McCall is a grown man with kids. If you feel like Chris Brown owes you money, a while ago you called him out. That was how you burnt your bridge with Chris Brown. Sometimes, have you guys ever heard of the word, if you can't beat them, you join them? That's how I live by. When you deal with a big person, let's just say somebody like Chris Brown, a huge celebrity with a lot of money, with a lot of resources, and you get to work with him, and it takes you in, and it made you, Chris Brown kind of also made him, Kevin McCall, famous. You know what I'm saying? You stay there, and you be humble, and you be nice, you be respectful. You can voice your opinions. You can say how you feel to people like that gives you a leg up. But there's a way that you treat them. There's a way you can tell them how you feel, what you want. It's not by coming out and feel like I'm big too now. I'm big too now. Like, that's when you let your ego and your pride get in your way. And that was what I feel. I think I recently saw his interview. I think his interview is coming up with Tasha K. On Wine with Tasha K. I think there's an interview after, like, he called Chris Brown out on the radio, I think it was a podcast or something, a few days ago, and brought out his EBT card. I think now he's going on Tasha K to have a sit-down interview. And now he's saying that, oh no, that the mistake he made was calling Chris Brown out on social media because it was that he let his pride and his ego get in his way. I'm like, that's exactly what I said. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. Yes, you write a song. Chris Brown has moved on all these years, has released hits upon hits upon hits. Somebody's helping him write his song. He writes songs, but most artists have writers too, no matter how much. Beyonce is a great writer, but she has people who also write for her too, and then she collaborates with them. Blending. That's the same thing Chris Brown does. He's gone on since then to have other great writers. He's released hits upon hits upon hits since then. When you know that you're getting a good bread, good money from someone, you don't let your pride and ego. I will never let a pride and ego get in the way of how I feed myself or how I feed me and my family. Never. And I think that was what, according to Kevin McCall, even admitted it now, Tasha K. I think I'm going to watch that. He let that ego and pride get in his way. And now he's coming and saying he's on EBT. EBT is the welfare card, right? Let me Google the full meaning of EBT card, because I don't know. I know people always talk about EBT card, but let me find out what the full meaning of EBT card. So it says EBT card is an electronic benefits transfer. Oh, card functions similarly to a debit card, allowing recipients to electronically access and spend government benefits. So EBT card is an electronic benefit transfer from the government for people to from government benefits. So that's for you to get an EBT card, from the way funky Daniva explained it, is for a grown man to get an EBT card. That means you have to have gone to the government office to prove that you ain't got no job at all. And this is a man with kids. So when I saw that, I'm like, I know this is Eva Marcel's daughter's father. And I know that there was something it's not too long ago, another woman came out, the mother of his kid came out and said he put hands on her, and she sued him. So I'm like, if this grown man is coming out on social media, not downing him, I'm not even laughing, because this is not a joking matter. And he's crying that he's on EBT. That means he ain't got no job. So in my conclusion, in my opinion, I decided he is obviously not paying child support and taking care of his kids. You cannot have kids and not take care of your kids. I'm sorry. Men like that, I have no respect for them. Some men sometimes will say, oh, they're keeping the kid away from me, so I ain't paying. I still have no respect for you. One thing that people don't understand, child support court is the same family court. But when the judges are dealing with child support and visitation, they deal with them separately. Child support and visitation has nothing to do with each other. If you decide not to pay child support, you can still be there for your child. And if the mother of your kid is not letting you or allowing you to see your kid, you go to court. But that doesn't stop you from paying child support and taking care of your kid financially. You can't have kids and not take care of them. I don't care if you wanted the kids, if you plan it, if you did not plan it. I have no respect for men like that. I'm sorry. And when I saw Kevin McCall doing that, I was like, that means he's not taking care of his kids. And now you're calling out a grown man crying and saying you're on EBT card and that Chris Brown owes you $25,000. And how is Chris Brown your problem? You and Chris Brown's issue was a long time ago. If Chris Brown had given you that $25,000 10 years, 9 years, 8 years, even 2-3 years ago, you would still come out now. A lazy person is a lazy person. $25,000 for somebody like you, maybe you were living even above your means. That $25,000 would have been gone a long time ago. Even if it was last year Chris Brown gave you that money, by this year that money would be gone. And you would have still came out to cry that you're on EBT, that you have EBT card. So I was confused, like, why are you adding Chris Brown to this? $25,000 is nothing. Seriously, $25,000 is nothing. So why are you on social media, a grown man, crying that you're an EBT and that Chris Brown owes you money from years and years ago? If Chris Brown gave you that money today, you will come back in less than 6 months or 6 months from now, next year, and still come out and cry that you're an EBT card. If you need help, just go apologize to the bridges that you've burnt. Like Chris Brown said, I love that. He said you can't walk on burnt bridge. A bridge that is burning, on a burning bridge. A bridge that is burning, you can't walk on it, can you? That means you've burnt all your bridges and I ain't got nothing for you. Like, if you needed help, you didn't need to come on social media every time. You didn't need to come on social media. This is the second time you're doing it. And call out people that you feel like can get you help. You could have called them as a grown man. Hey, man, I apologize for what happened, blah, 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 blah. I need some help. We're all humans. And I can promise you, somebody like Chris Brown probably would have helped you. But coming on social media to embarrass nobody but yourself, to make yourself look like a fool, it's crazy. $25,000. And then Young Thug comes out and say, hey man, I didn't know you're going through this. I can give you that $25,000. But, and I like something else that I said. He said, if you had just holler at Chris Brown, he probably would have given it to you. But hey, I'll give it to you. Good. But the reason why I'm saying this is, for a grown man, you do not need to come on social media to call out Chris Brown or call out anybody. And now I saw it yesterday on social media of him still calling out people. Calling out still Chris Brown. Now it's Mario, another good singer. Now he's calling out Mario. I'm like, okay, I think at this point he's just trying to promote maybe his music. I know he has a new music. He said he has a new music coming out. I'm like, okay, I think at this point he's trying to use his clout chasing so people can pay attention to him and people can then listen to his music. His voice is good, but it's not as good as Mario or Chris Brown calling Mario, challenging Mario to have a sing-off with Mario or Chris. You don't sing better than these people. Truth. His voice is good. Is he amazing that gives me goosebumps like Mario and Chris Brown's voice? No. Is his voice good? Yes. Compared to me that can't sing. So, any grown man that is looking at this, you don't come on social media to call people out. If you need help, you need somebody to help you promote your music. People like them Mario, them Chris Brown, anybody. Call them man to man. Send them a message on social media or something. Handle your business indoor. Don't bring it to social media. Then you look like a PUSSY. I'm sorry. You look like it. I'm not saying that's what you are. Then you look like that. And then even women look at you like, oh my God, skip. So what do you guys think about this? You cannot call out somebody that you quote unquote claim, because $25,000 ain't nothing. You just sorted that, like you said, somebody who is making like 90 something million in his greasy bowl. How are you gonna say is this greasy bowl? Chris Brown's breezy bowl that just ended, calling him greasy bowl. That's an amazing human being. You can never make anybody hate him, and you're in no position to try to have people listen to you about Chris Brown. I've loved him since he came out, and I will love him till the day I die. When Chris Brown and Rihanna's situation happened, I was sad that he did that to Rihanna. But hey, I still loved him anyway, and the way I looked at it then was, he was very young. When we're young, we do stupid stuff. Look at him now, he's a grown man, and I said it then, that when he grows up, he's going to be a great young man. And look at him now, he's a father now. So like 2, 3 kids, and he's an amazing dad. You don't hear no drama about him, but if you come for him, he will come for you. When him and Rihanna's stuff happened, he was young, very young. I'm sure when he looks back now, he regrets it. Whether Rihanna was the one that hit him first, kept hitting him, or whatever happened. And then I felt bad of what happened, why he would do that to Rihanna, somebody else that I like a lot. But I looked at it, I was like, that's a young man. He was like, what, 19? I don't even think he was 20 years old then. Very young. Will he do it again? No. Have we heard of him doing something like that again? No. Any man that's watching this, as a man, I don't even believe in men coming on social media to call people out. Sometimes you guys think it's going to make that person look bad. No. People are only going to use it to make content like I'm doing, like other people are doing. And then move on to the next content. And then nothing gets solved, nothing gets done. Everybody go on with their lives. You all stop coming on social media and calling people out. It's not helping you. Okay? What do you guys think? Have you subscribed to my channel? Subscribe to my Naomi Speaks Her Mind. This is me all day, every day. You guys also make sure you take great care of yourself every time. And what's your opinion? What do you think about this case? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Leave a comment. Share and like this video. Like the video and subscribe. Subscribe.